I think Loretta and I are ready. Should I propose to her on the beach? I know you would understand, just like a sister.
Am I ugly? The question slipped out before I could stop myself. Hannah looked up from her phone so quickly that her eyebrows pulled together in confusion. What? She asked. Then she frowned. No, babe, of course not. She placed her phone aside and looked at me carefully, like she was trying to understand why I would even ask such question. You are beautiful, Ophelia, inside and out. I forced a smile, a small one at that, on my face. But the doubt sitting heavily in my heart refused to leave. I don't look attractive, right? Hannah let out a long sigh and leaned back in her chair. Gosh, Mofe again. She rubbed her forehead dramatically. Can you ever go one day without talking about him? Her words hurt more than I wanted to admit. I lowered my gaze to my hands, twisting my fingers nervously. You don't understand, Hannah. My voice came out barely audible. I just can't wrap my head around why he wants to marry Loretta. For a moment, silence filled the room. Come here. Anna's expression softened. The irritation on her eyes slowly disappeared, replaced by concern. Ophelia, she called my name gently. I have told you countless times. You have to move on with your life. I stayed quiet. Stop hurting yourself over someone who is already getting married. Still, I couldn't look at her. Then her voice became firmer. Or is it until you embarrass yourself in front of him before you finally understand? Her words hit hard, but deep down, I knew Anna wasn't trying to be cruel. She was tired of watching me break my own heart over someone who was never mine. Okay, I whispered. She shook her head. No, don't just say okay because you want me to stop talking. And I said, I'm serious. Are you? She queried again. I didn't answer. Hannah folded her arms. I honestly don't know how you are planning to get over this guy, where Mofe is the center of your entire world. I stared at the ground. Again, probably there was some form of comfort there. I don't know. But the truth hurts. Then suddenly, Anna snapped her fingers. I have an idea. I looked up reluctantly. Why don't you sign up on a dating site? What? Yes. She nodded excitedly. You might actually meet someone nice. I stared at her like she had completely lost her mind. No way. Why? Kidnappers. She blinked. Ritualists. She blinked again. They had too many dangerous people online. Hannah burst into laughter. Oh, please. You people will meet in a public place, nah? I don't trust it at all. You don't trust anything, she replied. She rolled her eyes. Then she smiled. Fine. My boyfriend's friend is having a birthday party. I looked at her suspiciously. So, escort me. Anna replied. You will meet decent people. I narrowed my eyes. I am serious. She pointed at the invitation again. Maybe you will even meet someone who likes you. I couldn't help but to laugh softly. When is it? I asked. Tomorrow. What time? Around 7 in the evening, she said. I opened my mouth to answer. Then I suddenly remembered. Ha! Ha! Hello? Hello? Hello, Ophelia. What now? She said. She stared at me suspiciously. What now, baby girl? I responded. Mofe and I are going to Ikeja tomorrow. A smile disappeared. To do what? She said, almost angry. I responded. One of his aunties had a minor accident. We are going to see her. Oh, I sighed. I don't think I'll be able to make it to the party. Anna stared at me for a few seconds. Then she sighed too. How on earth will you get over this guy when you spend most of your time with him? I had no answer. She leaned forward. Can't his fiancée escort him? The question hung in the air. Then she shook her head. Use your brain for once, Ophelia. I swallowed. Because deep down I knew Hannah was right. But knowing the truth didn't make loving Mofe any easier. It made it worse. It's not the love that hurts the most. The next day, Loretta walked into the office and instantly the entire atmosphere changed. She was the kind of woman people noticed without trying. Her radiant skin glowed under the office lights. Her elegant posture showed confidence. Her long curls flowed beautifully down her back. She didn't just walk into a room. She arrived. Hey, Ophelia, Loretta greeted. Her voice was cheerful, almost too cheerful. I tried to sound casual. Hi, Mrs. Smith in the making. The moment the words left my mouth, her expression changed. Her eyes narrowed. What? Her voice became colder. I haven't shown anyone my engagement ring yet. So how did you know? It was. Oh my god, did I say something bad? Then she gave a small knowing smile. Oh, I'm not surprised. He told you already, didn't he? I guess he told you before he even proposed yesterday. My stomach tightened. That was when I realized I'd crossed the boundary. Wow. My thoughts started to race. So I tried to speak. There is no big deal in that, I quickly said, raising my hands. Mofe is my friend. Friends share things like that. I'm sorry if that upset you. Bowing softly. But Loretta's expression didn't soften. Instead, it became harder. I am not offended, she said. But don't you think this friendship thing with my man should stop by now? I froze. The only friends I approved for him are males. Eyes held mine. But as for you, I don't know what you are still doing around him. Her words landed like a knife to my chest. But I forced myself to stay calm. I don't mean any harm, Loretta, I said softly. She interrupted immediately. I don't like you. My heart sank. My breath became uneven. Then she said, you have an agenda. She stepped closer. If you really don't mean any harm, let my man be. Then she turned around and walked toward Buffett's office. Her heels clicked against the floor, each step sounded like a warning. I stood there quietly.
My world back then, I learned to hide you under my skin, but you still breathe where I begin. And I say I don't miss you.
Try not to let her words break me. Then I whispered to myself, I understand, Loretta. I will give you both some space. But the words tasted bitter. A few minutes later, my phone lit up. It was Hannah. Hey girl, don't forget about the party tonight. Meet me at our place by 7 p.m. I stared at the message. Part of me wanted to go. Another part of me wanted to hide. Maybe it was time to finally start living my own life. So I typed back. Our reply came almost instantly. I hesitated for a minute. Then I typed. Again, Anna's response was instant. But Anna wasn't giving up yet. I laughed softly, a small laugh, the first one I had managed all day. Anna immediately celebrated. And she said something. Yay! I knew you would agree. Don't even think about canceling last minute. I am serious. And for the first time that day, I smiled. Maybe this party was exactly what I needed. Maybe one night away from Mofe and Loretta's drama would help me breathe again. Maybe. Just maybe.
I don't miss you anymore, but I still check the past like a closed door, hoping somehow it opens again, even though I know how it ends. I'm fine, don't call a name around me. I'm fine, but don't believe it loudly. If I say I moved on, don't correct me. Let me lie in peace so gently.
It was time to start letting go. Or at least pretend I was.
Try to replace your laugh with noise. Different places, different boys.